how's it going? This is the Lakshmanjula Bridge over the Ganges River here in Rishikesh, northern India. And I'm headed that way, up the Ganges, into the Himalayas. Today is December 4th, 2017, and it's gonna be cold up there. But I'm ready for it and excited for the adventure, finally getting out of Rishikesh. I got a bus to catch, so I won't be explaining more about what's going on in this video. Here we go. Hello. Bus stand, how much? How much?
150.
No, less than that. 80 rupees.
150.
I paid 100 to Lakshmanjula. 100.
150. Back.
No, I tried tempo. 100. Okay. Uttarkashi?
Uttarkashi. Just wait. This time no.
Not yet. Just wait. Okay, it could be a long wait here. This is it, leaving in 10 minutes. I am so stoked. When I talked to that first guy and he said like it's not here and not going or whatever, I was like, crap, maybe I missed it. The bus is only leaving in the morning. It is almost 10 o'clock now, and fortunately this is leaving at 10 o'clock in 10 minutes. It was a different bus stand 100 meters up the road. It's the private bus stand, I guess. Anyways, we're rocking and rolling real soon here. Yeah, Himalaya. Himalayan traffic jam.
तो नहीं मर्जी होने के आज नहीं मर्जी होने के हाँ ये पता कर लिया भाई
These are Char Dham temples. Gangotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yeah.
Yes.
Gangotri, Yamunotri,
Badrinath,
Kedarnath,
Yeah.
Badrinath.
Yeah.
Chardham pilgrimage in the Himalayas. And I'm heading in that direction. I don't know if I'll actually get to that temple in the course of this trip, but we'll see. So the town of Uttarkashi is kind of down the road there, but this is it spreading up onto this hill here. The Himalayas are going further back up that way. As you can see, starting to get dark here. And here's my room. Made it. Oh yeah. I'm paying 480 rupees, which is about $8. Nice paying there. A pretty typical Indian hotel room here. Even got a TV, attached bathroom, supposedly hot water. I will be finding out in a minute when I try to take a shower. And so I just wanted to add a little bit of context to this adventure here, because I didn't get the chance to explain on the bus ride getting up here. That was about 7 hours. And so as I mentioned that I had been here before, I was here 10 years ago. So this area of India is the state of Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand used to be part of Uttar Pradesh, which is a very large state of India, here in sort of northern India, but here is going more into the true north of India. And Uttarakhand is mostly in the Himalayan mountains. As I mentioned when I was showing those pictures of the temples, it is called the Chardham pilgrimage to these 4 different temples that are back up in the Himalayan mountains. And Hindus try to go and visit those temples. I don't know the exact specifics about it, but they try to visit, all 4 of them, or maybe just one of them, or whatever. And so these temples are all just smack up in the middle of the Himalayas. I've never actually been to any of the temples before, but I have been up into this area of the Himalayas in Uttarakhand previously. This is actually my 4th time going up here on different bus trips to different parts of the Himalayas here. And I've been up to this area once before, to Uttarkashi here, and then to Gangnani. Gangnani is basically sort of a nothing little stop along the road going up to Gangotri, which is the source of the Ganges River, and also where one of those temples is. Gangnani doesn't look like much from the road, but there are hot springs there that are really nice, and there is a lodge right next to the hot springs that I stayed at the last time I was up here. I stayed there for 5 days and just hung out, hiked around, soaked in the hot springs. And so I'm basically repeating that trip this time 10 years later, so pretty awesome. I will try to get to that same spot tomorrow. Then I will catch a bus up to Gangnani, or it might have to be a taxi or something. We'll see. That's what I had to do the last time. Buses only went so far, and then you had to catch a taxi the rest of the way. And then that is much further up into the mountains, and it feels much more remote. I'm now going to take a hot shower, hopefully, relax for a bit, and then go find some dinner. And I will finish this video giving a little taste of Uttarkashi. It's going to be dark by the time I get out there, and show my dinner. Hello, namaste. All right, so I'm all showered up and feeling a lot better, and I'm trying to find a decent restaurant. It's awesome to be off the tourist trail. I have seen no other foreigners since I left Rishikesh, and probably won't see any, especially since it's December. You can see the fires burning. This guy is hungry, I guess.
रोज आती हूँ।
Found restaurants. So Uttaranchal is this region of India. So here is where I started, Rishikesh. And we went up here, Chamba, took a break there. Up here, Uttarkashi. And I'm headed next to Gangnani up here. And up here is Gangotri. The source of the Ganges River is up here one of these temples that I was talking about, one of the 4 temples, that's it there, and that's it there. Gangotri, Yamunotri is another temple over here. Kedarnath, Bhatwari. So that is the 4 temples right there. And Auli is a ski resort up near one of the temples, and I've actually been up there and been up to the ski resort, but there wasn't any snow at the time. It was like middle of December and no snow had fallen, so it was all barren, but amazing views. All right, ordered some food and looking forward to it. So hungry. And I got here some grub, rice, mixed vegetable curry. Dal is a lentil curry, and chapati. I'm just gonna dig in here, I'm starving. Gangnani. Shared jeep.
This time no boss, share jeep.
I go find some breakfast first and then...
Okay.
But from this place? From this here? Okay, thank you. Good morning. Trying to find some breakfast. Today is going to be an interesting day, a quest for hot springs. First thing, find breakfast. Rishikesh, that is where I came from yesterday. Today I will be heading that way, further into the Himalayas. That is Shiva. Awesome murals here, showing some of the temples in the Himalayas, some sort of ceremony. This is the bus station where I got dropped off yesterday, so I will come here after I have breakfast. See if there are any buses going in the right general direction. I very well might end up having to take a taxi at some point, but I will try to get as far as I can today by public transport and pay less money, less hassle. Great, thank you. So this is aloo paratha, and some yogurt, and some toast with jam should be coming. And a little, I don't know, vegetable something. Thank you. Got some toast there with butter and jam on it. Even got some butter for the paratha. It's kind of like a chapati, but slightly different. This is gonna work. Okay, this is where the interesting part happens. Trying to find a ride up the road. Ji? Mala? Mala?
Mala.
Mala? Huh? Kitna?
Mala Bhatwari.
Nahi milega. Okay. Let's try this bus. I would much rather go on a bus than a jeep. Mala.
This time no bus.
No bus, but jeep
Yeah, go
possible.
behind.
More?
Yeah, more.
I see. Okay, no bus. So I guess I have to go up to the place that I started this video, further back up the road here. Namaste. Mala.
Mala. Yeah, this here taxi only 1 kilometer.
I see, up to shared taxi up here.
40 rupees one people.
40 rupees, okay. Thank you. Okay, back at this spot. I think this should be the place. Hello. Mala. Mala. This one? Okay. Mala?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's good. 40 rupiah?
50.
50, okay, no problem.
Deflated and alone. I love you more. I love you more. All your skin and blood was mine to adore. You disappear. You disappear. You left me deflated and alone.
And so this is Bhatwari. This is as far as he was going. Now I gotta find a ride up to Gangnani. Gangnani? Huh? No.
No, sir. Full taxi.
Kitna rupiah?
500.
Which, this one, no?
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes?
Okay.
Gangnani?
500. Okay.
Best price. Best price.
No, only 500.
500 normal? Okay, who? Yeah?
Gangnani.
Gangnani. Okay. Gangnani? Yes. Okay. Yeah, made it. And so I stayed at a lodge up here the last time I was here, right by the hot springs for 5 days. And so I'm curious to see if that lodge is still here and still in operation. There are some people around, so probably there's a place to stay. Rishalak. I recognize it. That is the place. I wonder if it's going to be the same guy. I think that's hot water running there, so the springs must be going. Rishalak. This is a trip. Yes. Rishalak? No. Okay, I look. So that's the one where I stayed before. Kitna? 300. I see. Yes, one second. I look Rishalak, and so that is the Bhagirati River, which becomes the Ganges, the Ganga. It is considered to be like the true source of the Ganges. Of course, there are many different rivers that come together that form the Ganges, but the Bhagirati is considered to be like the original, tributary or whatever. And the source is Gangotri Glacier. So this is called Gangnani. I don't know exactly what the Gang means. I guess Ganga. There we go. Ganga, Gangnani, Gangotri Glacier is another couple of hours drive up that way. So I took the room Now, I kind of wanted to stay in the other one that I'd stayed in the last time, the Rishalok, but that guy, got my attention, and I kind of felt bad, leaving and going over to another one, and then I'm going to see that guy while I'm hanging out, and the room is, perfectly fine. Only 300 rupees, that's $5. Attached bathroom, pretty funky, but it's got the necessary amenities, so this is gonna work. Got some hot water going here. I have this little device. Very simple, just a plug and a wire. It cost about $1.50 here in India, and gets your hot water going. I got a tea bag right here. Gonna have a cup of tea, unplug this, kick back here and relax for a bit. So the hot springs are in fact in effect. I just checked it out. However, there's a group of like 10 boys in there right now, jumping all over the place and splashing water and stuff, so I'm going to wait here, hang out, relax for a bit, and then go check out the springs a little bit later and warm up in some garam pani, hot water. And it's a couple hours later, heading to the hot water and hoping to heck that those noisy kids are gone and it's nice and quiet. We'll see. Hoping that the springs are even open. I don't know if there's closed times or what. That is the women's on the right. Nobody in there. I hope nobody comes along and says you're not supposed to swim. I'm gonna get in before anyone can say that. Oh yeah. Oh man. Hello. It's not like super hot, but it's good warm. That is the source of the water, I guess. I would guess it's about 102. Another couple degrees would be nice, but still, this is good. Shiva. Shiva, huh? Yeah. So, I figured out that if you sit right next to the source, then it warms up. So I was like huddled up here, trying to get a little bit warmer because it was kind of cooling down as I sort of warmed up, and I realized it's like only 100 degrees or something, not that hot. And so these guys saw me huddled up next to the hot part, and he said, "Oh, is it not hot enough?" And I said, "Yeah, can you make it hotter?" And so he like jumped up there and got the flow going better. And so now there's more hot water coming down because this water here is super hot. It's like almost like boiling, like can barely touch it. And now the whole thing is heating up, so I'm gonna hang out for a bit longer and get hotter. It's more garam. So that's good news. Got some food coming. A tummy. Classic Indian meal. Rice, chapati, vegetable curry.
Video.
Chapati? Ah, yeah, video.
Video.
Making chapati?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Acha. Okay.
One thali 20 rupees.
How much?
How much? 70 rupees.
How many?
70.
Okay. ठीक है.
Manager.
Okay. I give to him. Okay. Yeah. धन्यवाद.
गाड़ी में 50 60 तो बेस में.
All right, so that was a amazing thali there. A thali is a just typical traditional Indian meal that includes rice, chapati, dal, which is a lentil. I guess it's a curry lentil. It was sort of like a soup. Sometimes it's thinner than others, and tonight it was kind of more of a soupy thing. Sometimes it is a thicker lentil, mixture. And then it's called sabji is the other dish that comes with it, which is a vegetable like curry. It can be different types of vegetables. Sabji is kind of a general term that refers to vegetable curries. It is an all-you-can-eat meal, so they will just keep on piling it on there as long as you're hungry. It was only 70 rupees, and they made it for me like for scratch, just for me. I was the only person in there that was actually eating. 70 rupees is barely more than $1. I paid him 100 rupees, so that's like $1.50. So good to know that you can get a good hot meal here in Gangnani, because I'm going to stay at least one more night. I will stay here tomorrow, and we'll see what happens, see what the weather looks like, see what I feel like doing. All right, see ya. Good night. Hey there, how's it going? The source of the Ganges River is straight up that way, probably roughly where this hotel is, 40 kilometers. A little bit past that, probably you actually have to hike. Once you get to the end of the road, then you have to hike from there. I guess it's about 20 kilometers one way to Gangotri Glacier, which is the source of the Ganges River. And so I thought that I would tell the story really quick of how I ended up finding this place at Gangnani, and then I'm going to walk up there, show you the hot springs, and give a little tour of the situation going on here. It is a very funky kind of a scene, very basic, but pretty cool. A nice place to hang out for a couple of days and get a break from the modern world, the internet. There's no Wi-Fi here. And so the way that I ended up finding out about this place is very random. I flew into India in December of 2007, flew into Delhi and went up to Rishikesh from there, and I was sitting on the train and ended up sitting next to some people that I think they were Italians. It was a family, and they lived here in India, and we just got to talking, and in the course of our conversation, for some reason, I randomly asked them, do you know of any hot springs up in the Himalayas? I was just thinking it'd be cool to do a Himalayan adventure, and if I was gonna be in the Himalayas in winter, it'd be nice to have some hot springs there to warm up. And they said, yeah, there's this place called Gangnani, and it's up above Rishikesh. You can get there, there's a place to stay, you can find some food. Like, they were very sort of vague about it, but ultimately they said, yeah, you can do it, you can get there, and it'll be cool. So I took their advice. I stayed in Rishikesh for a while, a couple weeks or whatever, and then decided, okay, going for it. Middle of January in 2008, then I headed up here and found this place. Hello. Here's a shrine. And a path going down the hill a little ways. And so I'm going to walk up here, get up to the hot springs, and show the different lodges here along the way. There's a pool for women over there, and then this is just for men. Looks like there's a little temple up here. Ganesha. Hanuman. Wow. I guess that might be a goddess. Wow, this is wild. And there's like a bed, it looks like. Maybe somebody, yeah, there's two of them. Looks like this is somebody's home there. Nandi the bull and Shiva. And that is the hot water. And then there's also a spot where you can sort of take a shower over there, and I'm not going to go bug them. And then down here goes to the road again. A little shop here on the left. And then here is the end of town. A couple more little dabas here.
गरम पानी
Yo kan ne boleh kau bawa dia lajau tu dia, eh? Lusa tu lu bayi kalau ni aku mah.
पंचावन्न रुपये मला
Eh ya, ini kita tu dia. Dia. Gayu बोल क्या? हाँ? Gayu.
सब मेटे ना तब अच्छा मिलो तब क्या बाहर में जाए जो केक माय आना तब ये पाल के ध्यान नहीं नहीं केक मर गया छोटी मारता वो रात केक में भाई लाल क्या लूँ वो बड़े मुश्किल पड़े
हाँ?
कोई कोई ने कौन कोई उनका किसी का माने था तू अगर यो प्रेशर बनते तो सप्पा कहीं पे भाई ते मानते हैं
अगर तकिरों तो ये
Bhatwari. I was here 2 days ago. Kitna?
30.
30, okay. It's okay. No problem.
A partir do nada surge eu, surge você. Corremos por toda imensidão, temos todo o tempo que precisamos. Descobrir quem sou eu, quem é você. Faz toda a existência ter sentido. Clareia a luz na escuridão, encontro você. Lado a lado deixamos a solidão, com passos leves, pra onde vamos? Temos consciência que existimos. Mesmo quando não somos, ainda somos nós. Nesse mundo, o universo é minha casa. Sei que existo, isso me basta. Nesse mundo, o universo é minha casa. Sei que existo, isso me basta. A partir do nada surge eu, surge você. Corremos por toda imensidão, temos todo o tempo que precisamos. Descobrir quem sou eu, quem é você. Faz toda a existência ter sentido. Clareia a luz na escuridão, encontro você. Lado a lado deixamos a solidão, com passos leves, pra onde vamos? Temos consciência que existimos.
I'm back in Uttarkashi. I ended up in the same exact room, and tomorrow is going to be a whole nother long bus ride getting to my next destination of Mussoorie, which is also somewhere that I've been before but haven't been there since that last time that I was up in this area. And so I wasn't sure how far I was going to get today. I was actually hoping that I would get to Mussoorie, but then I got here in Uttarkashi at 2 in the afternoon. It was raining and the buses leave earlier in the day. Someone said there won't be any direct buses. And so that would mean taking a bus to the next town and the next town, and it's going to be dark in a couple of hours. And so it just would have turned into one of those crazy days of who knows where I would have actually gotten to, and bus ride in the dark on windy roads in the mountains and stuff like that. So I decided to simplify things, stay here for today, and tomorrow get going and get to Mussoorie tomorrow. So I'm now going to just relax here in the room for a little bit and then head out and give you a little taste of Uttarkashi, because I didn't show much of the town before, and there are some really nice views of the mountains and of the river. It is still called the Bhatwari here, but it is much bigger. There is a bridge that goes over the river that is a very spectacular sight. So this is the bus station where I will catch a bus in the morning to my next destination. I just inquired about it, and there's buses going at 6 and 7:30 straight to Mussoorie. So I'll shoot for one of those. And I just saw the first other foreign traveler, looked like it, white guy that was on a motorbike with an Indian guy driving, it looks like. First guy that I've seen in 4 days, non-Indian. If he was, you know. So I can't say that I did this journey without seeing another traveler, but hello. All right, so I'm now going to head into the back lanes here and get over to the river, do a little exploring inside Uttarkashi, and then find some dinner. Here we go. The bridge over the Bhatwari. Hello. The Ganga. The young, smaller Ganga. That's the road that I will be taking tomorrow. Another long day through the Himalayas. Mussoorie itself is still in the Himalayas, but just on the edge. That's where I came from today. Out there. I remember coming over here the last time I was in Uttarkashi 10 years ago and walking over to this side and walking up there. Things have not changed. It seems exactly the same as it was when I was here before. Getting muddy because of the rain today, and all I got is these sandals. Just wanted to get up here and get a little perspective. Quite a view. China, Tibet is just less than 100 miles that way. And Gangnani Glacier, source of the Ganges and the Bhatwari, is close to the Tibet border. Up that valley I came down. back to the main road here. And so I should be close to, there we go, the Hotel Govind Palace where I had dinner once before. Head back there and see if they're open for business. Got a big bag of popcorn here to munch on. None of the restaurants are open yet because it's like 5 in the evening, so wait a little bit and then find a proper meal.
मैं आस्था की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कह रहा हूँ सर मैं आपकी घड़ी लेकर चले जाऊंगा आस्था की
So this is Shahi Paneer. Paneer is a type of Indian cheese. And one butter roti. Roti is exactly the same thing as a chapati. And I also have a rice dish coming. And vegetable pulao. Looks delicious. has this been an awesome bus trip in the Himalayas of Uttarakhand, India. No idea where we are now. Mileage sign for Mussoorie, my ultimate destination, and it was like 40 kilometers, and that was a little while ago, so definitely making good progress getting there on a spectacular, amazing blue skies day here in December with stray cats. Explore around this little village a little bit. Not that there's a whole lot to see, but get a little taste of life in the Himalayas here. Pretty cool. Eight kilometers to somewhere. Monkey proofing the wall here. That's what this glass is about. Apartment complex there. Namaskar. It is a simple life up here. Hello. Namaskar. And there's definitely a sort of appeal to it too. Away from the craziness of the city and everything that goes along with the modern world. Things haven't changed here all that much in decades, maybe centuries, other than the ox-drawn carts turned to automobiles, but otherwise, certainly some people have TV. Who knows, they might even have the internet up here, but they got cell phones. And here's the bus. I think I'll just hop on and do the last leg of this Himalayan trip. Mussoorie, so glad to be here. Check it out, it is a cool town situated on this hill. Still up in the mountains. I'm not sure of the elevation here, but we are fairly high up, and then from here it just drops straight down to the plains of India going that way. But from up on the top of that ridge there, then you can see the Himalayas stretching out, kind of like the amazing views that you were getting from the bus there. Going to stay here for the night, just got to find a hotel. So going to get the backpack on the back here and hike up there